47% of North Indian population is B12 deficient.
76% of the population is deficient in vitamin D.
India faces a vitamin D crisis.
There is one food, if you start eating regularly, then your B12 levels can never go low. Often in our daily life, the health problems we face, many times the reason is simply that there is some deficiency of specific vitamin or mineral in our body. Even serious health problems like high blood pressure, eczema, depression, and low sperm count can be caused by the deficiency of just one vitamin. If that vitamin gets fulfilled, then that symptom will automatically go away. In this video, I want to share with you 5 most common vitamin and mineral deficiencies and their natural and effective solution. So without any further delay, let's get started. Hello friends, welcome to FitTuber. Among Indians, if there is one vitamin that we are most deficient in, it is vitamin D. According to surveys, about 75% of Indians have vitamin D levels below normal. And perhaps this vitamin is also the most important one. If vitamin D is low, both bones and muscles start becoming weak. Often people say that we eat healthy food, we also sleep well at night, still we feel tired the whole day. There seems to be a lack of energy in doing any work. Later it turns out their body had a deficiency of vitamin D, whose main symptom itself is the feeling of fatigue in the body. Also, if you have a lot of joint pain or you get muscle cramps, then there are high chances that you are vitamin D deficient. People whose vitamin D is low also fall sick very quickly. Vitamin D also has a strong connection with calcium. Many times people keep taking calcium tablets to strengthen bones, but still they don't get any benefit. That is because for calcium to be absorbed in the body, having vitamin D is very necessary. Lack of vitamin D also has a negative effect on mental health. If you get irritated over small things or your mood goes off without any reason, then get your vitamin D checked once. In 400-500 rupees, a simple blood test can tell you. But the question is, in a country like India where the sun shines well for 12 months, why is there a deficiency of vitamin D? Because the truth is that with exposure to sunlight, our skin produces vitamin D in the most absorbable form. One reason is that nowadays who really takes sunlight? Most of us stay indoors, and even if we go outside, we apply a sunscreen.
सुनो जी, छत पर कहाँ जा रहे हो?
अबे मैं छत पर जा रहा हूँ थोड़ी विटामिन डी लेने के लिए। विटामिन डी
तुम्हारी विटामिन डी ना मायके गई हुई है, चुपचाप नीचे आ जाओ वरना मैं तुम्हारा मुंह फोड़ दूंगी।
But does sitting in sunlight actually increase vitamin D, or is it just a saying? Sunlight being the most effective source of vitamin D is not just a saying, but has also been proved by modern studies. Researchers did 3 different studies to see how much sun exposure is needed for the body to make enough vitamin D. In the first study done in Spain during summer, when almost 25% of the body is exposed to sunlight, researchers concluded that if someone takes sunlight for 8 to 10 minutes daily, then there won't be any deficiency of vitamin D. While in winters, when only 10% of the body is exposed, then 2 hours of sun exposure is needed to complete vitamin D. That is why you see in winters when sun exposure decreases, vitamin D deficiency cases increase even more. But taking 2 hours of sunlight daily is not a practical solution. Yes, that's right. That is why according to Ayurveda, if someone keeps their navel and back exposed while sunbathing, then vitamin D in the body gets fulfilled much faster. I like sitting in the sun, but I don't sit because of fear of tanning. Recently I ordered this 250 rupees head umbrella, wearing which you can sit in the sun. Using this, sunlight won't fall on your face, but the rest of the body gets proper sunlight. You can also try it. But also tell us some foods for vitamin D. One big reason why vitamin D deficiency is so common is also because vitamin D rich foods are not many. Still there are mushrooms. If you directly make mushroom sabzi and eat, it won't help much. But scientists have found that if you keep these mushrooms in the sunlight for some hours before cooking, then their vitamin D increases exponentially. When kept for 1 hour in the sun, 1000 international units increased. When kept for 8 hours, 46,000 international units increased. And when kept for 14 hours, 2,67,000 international units of vitamin D increased. This clearly shows that sun-exposed mushrooms are the best natural supplement for vitamin D. So to fulfill vitamin D, eat mushrooms, but make sure to keep them in the sun for at least 1 hour before cooking. If we try to fulfill vitamin D with these foods, it will take ages. So tell us some supplements. In market, mainly two types of vitamin D supplements are available. One are normal allopathic tablets, which give 20,000 to 60,000 international units of vitamin D. Second are vegan vitamin D3 supplements, which give 600 to 1000 international units of vitamin D. Look, if vitamin D is very low and you need results fast, then you can take 20 to 60,000 range vitamin D3 continuously for a few weeks after consulting a doctor. But have it only for 1 month and then stop. The plant-based ones have such low dosage that you will have to take them daily for many days, and only then your vitamin D will become normal. But they have no side effects. That is why it is advisable to first get a test done and check how low your vitamin D is, and then decide accordingly. One more thing is that taking high dosage of vitamin D many times forms calcium deposits in the body. To avoid this calcification, taking vitamin K is also very necessary. That is why you will find that in most vitamin D3 supplements, vitamin K is also added. If one just starts cooking in cold pressed oils, he need not bother about vitamin D. Apart from cold pressed oils, green leafy vegetables and dried figs are also a very rich source of vitamin K. Next is vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is essential for healthy red blood cell formation, DNA synthesis, and the proper functioning of the brain and nervous system. This is the reason when someone experiences unreasonable mood swings, depression, and anxiety, the very first thing doctor prescribe is a vitamin B12 blood test. Vitamin B12 also plays a crucial role in converting the food you eat into usable energy. That is why people deficient in vitamin B12, even after eating a fairly healthy diet, experience extreme tiredness. In India, more than 47% people are vitamin B12 deficient. Vitamin B12 should be in the range of 200 to 950. If it is less than 150, it can cause tiredness, mood swings, and in some cases, it can even trigger autoimmune diseases. But what are the reasons? One reason could be that you are not eating vitamin B12 rich foods. Vegetarian people often face this problem. Another reason could be that even if you are eating everything, there is a lack of good bacteria in the body, because of which vitamin B12 is not being absorbed properly. If you often suffer from gas and acidity, then even after eating non-vegetarian food, vitamin B12 deficiency will happen, as it is clearly visible from the recent reports as well. Talking to doctors, I got to know that people who regularly use antacids have deficiency of vitamin B12 in their body. Since I got diabetes, I also got B12 deficiency. Is there a link? Probably you are taking tablets like metformin to reduce blood sugar. Actually, it is a proven fact that tablets like metformin block B12 from the body. We have discussed in this video how one can reverse diabetes without medicines. You can check it out. Apart from this, you will be surprised that latest studies are showing that even drinking RO water causes vitamin B12 deficiency. There are two reasons for this. One is that RO water is demineralized, in which cobalt, the main component of B12, is removed. Second, demineralized water is devoid of good bacteria, which are very important for B12 production. Please note that good gut bacteria is directly proportional to the vitamin B12 level in your body. If you have strong gut bacteria, your gut bacteria will produce enough B12 for your daily functioning. That is why vegetarians are advised to eat fermented foods as much as possible so that good bacteria can be created in the body. More good bacteria produce more B12. That is why eat things like idli, dosa, dhokla, kanji, homemade pickles regularly. Also drink milk and curd. In 1 glass of milk, you get 50% of daily requirement of B12. Then curd has B12, along with it, it also has good bacteria. Apart from these, there is one food, if you start eating regularly, then your B12 levels can never go low. And if it is low at the moment, it will start increasing very fast. And this I am saying from my personal experience. It's moringa leaves. Start adding moringa leaves to flour while making rotis or while cooking dal and rice. After 2 months, get a blood test done. You will be surprised to see the result. Moringa tree can be very easily found nearby. You can pluck fresh leaves. If not, you can ask any gardener in your locality to give you a lot of leaves at once. Dry them under sunlight and keep them stored in an airtight container. Whenever you make dal, vegetable or roti, add a few leaves. There will be no change in the taste, but B12 will increase very fast. This is exactly what I did. It was very beneficial. Tell some supplements also. Yes, in the market, many vegan supplements are available whose main ingredients are moringa, wheatgrass, etc. I have already shared with you some in our previous video on B12. You can take them regularly. I have given some unsponsored links in the description box. The next is zinc. Even though zinc is a trace mineral, its deficiency can cause worrisome problems. Common zinc deficiency symptoms include hair loss, slow healing wounds, loss of taste or smell, skin rashes or lesions, eczema, diarrhea, and in men reduced testosterone and impotence. In fact, in most sexual health problems like erectile dysfunction, low sperm count, doctors advise zinc-rich foods. That's because zinc is that prime mineral which is required to increase testosterone in males. If reports are to be believed, almost 30% people in India are zinc deficient. And this number is expected to increase in the future. Why? The main reason is the regular consumption of processed foods. 20 years ago, people would occasionally indulge in processed foods like pastries, pizza, burger, momos, and chips. But nowadays, this has become a norm. Doctors are of the opinion that if one simply avoids outside refined foods and switches to whole foods like whole grains, pulses, nuts, fresh fruits, vegetables, and milk products, zinc deficiency will not occur. I eat homely food, then why am I zinc deficient? Probably you are making this common mistake. Do you soak the lentils before cooking them? No. Do you soak rice before cooking them? No, I directly put it in the cooker. Do you soak dry fruits before eating them? No. Often underrated, but this is one of the major reasons among people who eat healthy food but are still zinc deficient. See, soaking of grains, pulses, and dry fruits is important, otherwise the anti-nutrients present in them will block minerals, especially zinc. Often we soak things like rajma and chole but avoid soaking rice, dalia, and split lentils. Avoid this mistake. This is the reason Ayurveda presses so much on the right method of eating foods. Always wash the lentils and soak them in the water for at least 4 hours. Then use the same water in which they were soaked for cooking. We have discussed this part in detail in this video. So eat whole foods but eat them the right way. You will never have to worry about zinc. Which supplement should I take for zinc deficiency? I think there is no need of zinc supplementation unless it is a rare case and doctor prescribes you. This is because unnecessary zinc dosage can lead to gastrointestinal and neurological problems. So stick to the basics and you will be fine. Next on the list is folate. Folate? Who on this earth is folate deficient? You might be surprised that 35% of people in India are deficient in folate. If you often get mouth ulcers, there are high chances that you have a folate, that is folic acid deficiency. Actually, there are other symptoms of folate deficiency as well, like feeling weakness in the body, a red tongue, or yellowish skin. Folate is basically called vitamin B9, whose job is to repair cells and DNA in the body and to make new blood cells. That is why pregnant women are specifically suggested folic acid supplementation. In fact, if there is folate deficiency during pregnancy, it can affect the coming baby in the form of brain and spinal cord deformities. Now the question is, why does folate, which is a trace vitamin, become deficient? There can be many reasons, but the main reason is poor dietary choices. When we eat unhealthy foods more and healthy foods less, this vitamin becomes deficient. Or many people don't keep variety in their diet. For example, they are always eating the same type of dal, the same type of grains. They eat only 1 or 2 types of vegetables. Experts believe that if someone rotates different dals, grains, and vegetables according to the season, then there is a 98% chance that folate deficiency will not occur in the body. As far as foods are concerned, green leafy vegetables have the most folic acid. Beetroot, which is among the best foods to increase blood, contains folate. Citrus fruits also have a good amount of folate. Apart from these, bananas and papaya also have a decent amount of folic acid. Which supplement should I buy from the market? Look, in day-to-day life, there is no need to add folate supplements. It is only in some rare case when you get lot of mouth ulcers. At that time, you can take folic acid tablets and B-complex capsules from a chemist shop with a doctor's advice. They are very easily available. Next, we'll talk about a mineral deficiency making heart problems so common in young Indians. But before that, let's talk about another thing which is no less than a supplement in itself. I'm talking about A2 cow ghee. Anveshan A2 cow ghee is one such genuine ghee option in the Indian market. According to Ayurveda, ghee prepared by the traditional Bilona method is the finest source of good fats. It actively lowers bad cholesterol, supports healthy blood pressure, and is naturally rich in CLA that targets stubborn fat cells. It lubricates the intestines, leading to proper bowel movement. Eat just 1 to 2 spoons, but eat this ghee. Anveshan ghee also comes in this great looking 5-liter stainless steel dolce. This is an economical option as ghee doesn't doesn't go bad with time. In fact, 10 years aged ghee is healthier than fresh ghee. Anveshan also has to share cold pressed khapli atta. Khapli is the ancient and lowest gluten wheat variety ideal for Weight Watchers and diabetics. Anveshan is providing a 20% off for the fit tuber community. So don't wait and grab one dolce and try their khapli atta. Finally, it's magnesium. Magnesium performs more than 300 functions in the body, but its most important role is for your heart. Magnesium is the mineral that keeps your blood arteries relaxed so that blood flows easily. Magnesium also maintains the rhythm of your heartbeat. Magnesium keeps your blood pressure normal. In fact, in more than 80% of heart attack cases, magnesium deficiency is seen as a common factor. How do I know that my body is deficient in magnesium? There are some specific symptoms of magnesium deficiency. If you often get cramps in your body, this is a classic sign of magnesium deficiency. Apart from this, if while waking up in the morning you feel a lot of stiffness in your muscles or you have a stiff neck or back pain, this also points towards magnesium deficiency. Then high blood pressure is another common symptom. Bro, there is a history of heart attacks in my family. What should I do so that magnesium doesn't go low? People who regularly drink alcohol, a lot of tea, coffee or cold drinks, which are all diuretic beverages, their body keeps losing magnesium through urine. Another major reason for magnesium deficiency is regularly taking synthetic calcium tablets. People who get into this habit of taking daily calcium tablets may not necessarily have strong bones, but the arteries of their heart definitely get clogged by calcium deposits. If you want to avoid magnesium deficiency, first of all, drink diuretic beverages as little as possible. Then eat as many green colored fruits and vegetables as you can. Just like our blood is red because of hemoglobin, the green color in vegetables comes from magnesium. Green leafy vegetables, green beans, capsicum, cucumber, bottle gourd, they all have good amount of magnesium. In addition, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, nuts and bananas also contain magnesium. If someone starts regularly eating grains like bajra and little millet, their body will never have magnesium deficiency. Which supplement can I buy for magnesium? To pop a pill might seem convenient, but it is neither a practical solution nor it is healthy. Most magnesium supplements available in the market do not share the source where they have procured magnesium from. Still, if you are keen, after taking doctor's advice, you can take magnesium glycinate tablets. Overall, it all comes down to your food choices. If someone eats fresh, healthy, home-cooked food and avoids junk food, they won't have to worry much about vitamin or mineral deficiencies. The link to Anveshan's 5-liter A2 cow ghee dolce and khapli atta is in the description box. My name is Vivek. I thank you so much for watching.